What is up, guys? John the Retro Bro back again doing another video. Do you even Mega Engine CD and ROM player? I want to talk about this. It's a new console, plays Super CD games, and looks like Sega CD games. This is something not many of us know about. If you Google it, this is pretty much all you're going to find. So, bro, do you even Mega Engine? Let's talk. So it looks like the company behind this little clone console is a company called PCE Works. Not much about the company other than if you type in Turbo Duo or Turbo Graphics CD games, reproductions, they'll come up. They sell these reproduction games. I don't have a problem with that. Some people might. There is a real market for reproductions. You know, call it unauthentic, you know, or authentic, however you want to do it. Obviously, they don't have the rights to these. You know, legality is an issue, but let's be real, guys. There's a lot of companies doing this. This isn't anything out of the ordinary at this point in 2021. Especially with how expensive these games have become. You can get Sega CD reproductions, Sega Saturn reproductions, and of course, Turbo Duo or Super Graphics CD reproductions. So they use WordPress, which is a little strange. I don't know why you would use WordPress if you're going to be selling things online. It looks like they do okay work on these. I mean, they look decent. If I owned a Turbo Graphics or a PC Engine or a Turbo Duo, I would maybe consider, you know, getting reproductions for it, because these games are expensive. Why in the world some people would pay thousands of dollars even for some is crazy. So there is a real market for this. Now, as far as the actual console goes, this Mega Engine CD, let's talk about this. So, I mean, obviously it makes sense that they would sell this because they do sell Turbo Graphics Super CDs. So, obviously, hey, we sell the CDs, let's give them something to play these on, you know. What is the Mega Engine? So this was from December 31st, not too long ago, about a month ago. Our last hoorah for 2020 is the first look at our upcoming PC Engine CD and Mega CD player called Mega Engine. The unit represents a low-cost alternative to play your physical PC Engine and Mega Sega CD titles on a modern setup. You know, we got things like the Poly Mega coming out at $3.99. My first reaction to this is, okay, well, what's the cost going to be? Because even Sega CD consoles right now, guys, are extremely expensive. Yes, obviously, if you buy this, it's emulation. Some will argue, and I'll be one of those people like, hey, you could just rip the ROMs or download the ROMs and play in an emulator. But I feel like there is a market for clone consoles. Obviously, there are clone consoles sell when they're out. The Poly Mega, the Retrons, the Mega SGs. Yes, that is FPGA. But there's a market for these things. And one of the reasons that they mention here is because the hardware is 25 to 30 years old. You know, original hardware is getting older. A lot of people, you know, don't like to put the wear and tear on their system. So there is a real market for this. Moving on, adding to this requirement to adapt the old console's video outputs, much of your modern display, yada yada yada, RGB. Mega Engine is an affordable solution to play your physical PC Engine CDs and, of course, Super CDs and arcade CDs like Sapphire, as well as Mega CD and Sega CD discs on your modern HDMI display. So at first, I was looking at these pictures and I kind of glanced at them from my phone, and I was like, those gotta be like just mock-ups or whatever. That looks like it's a real picture. That actually looks like maybe there is a real working unit. The controllers, those look like cheap controllers. Does look like it's using some USB ports here. So, you know, maybe it's, I think they do mention that it is compatible with most. Yeah, here we go. The system supports all kinds of controllers, from original Xbox or PS4 controllers to wired Sega Saturn controllers. I don't know why they would put why Sega Saturn if you're. Well, I guess because of Mega Drive. So okay, to 8-bit duos, 2.4 gigahertz. So it will obviously, like most clone consoles these days, will support multiple types of controllers here. So PC Engine or Mega CD discs are played directly from the disc, no installation required. The unit is fanless except some noise. It talks about how it's a very quiet unit. You do hear the disc spinning here and there, but otherwise there's no fan. It's really quiet. This thing looks really small. If you look at it and compared to the CD right here, that can't be much bigger than a jewel case. I mean, you look at the CD there, just for like size, it's a really small unit. You know, almost like the size of like an Android box or TV box or something like that. The Mega Engine uses standard parts where possible, except for the case, of course, and some PCBs. So they're not telling you what this is running. So uses standard parts where possible. I don't know why. I don't know why you would say that. That's kind of maybe a red flag for me. Well, why would what standard parts is it using? You know, is it, I hate to say it, like a Raspberry Pi or a Banana Pi? I mean, that thing's pretty small, you know. So who knows what's in there? I mean, I'm looking at just the way the ports are laid out. It's probably not. I mean, I'd have to see the back of it, honestly. But even then, you can use adapters and everything. I'm not going to speculate that this is a Raspberry Pi because it's pretty unlikely. I think most, even the shady companies, have gotten away from doing that after things like the Retro Engine Sigma, you know, stuff like that. And I think the CD used another one. If you guys remember that CD system that was supposed to come out, they were using not a Banana Pi, but I don't know, one of those pies. So next to your physical PC Engine or Mega CD disc, the unit of course also runs ROMs for all your favorite classic systems, which can easily be added through USB. So now I'm back to maybe this is a Raspberry Pi. So not only can it play your discs, but this thing is loaded up with emulators for other systems as well. It also does not talk about which cores they're using, guys. If these are libretro cores, RetroArch cores, that's a big red flag. If you guys remember Retron 5 years ago, when the Retron 5 came out, they had all those legal issues. Come to find out, Retron was using libretro cores, and that's actually against terms, the libretro's terms of services. You cannot make a commercial product with libretro's cores in it. Can't do it. Prototype units are up and running right now, and we plan to have the first, but possible only wave of machines available in late February or March. Well, it's February 1st. This is a red flag for me. Prototype units are up and running right now, and we plan to have the first, but possible only wave of machines available. So they're only doing one run of these. An unknown company that's not analog doing this line right here, to me, you're an unknown company that makes reproductions. I hate the bash on this. I really do, because I really want to be interested and I want to like this, but that sounds like a money grab to me. You know, of course I could sit here and say, well, maybe they're just being transparent. They can't make enough. So they're saying, well, we can only make so many of these. We're a small company, limited budget. So I do also understand that as well. So there are both sides there. Both are very, valid. So if you think this is a scam, it's a valid reason. Or if you think it's a money grab, it's a valid reason because of that. Also, to play devil's advocate, small company might not be able to produce that many. Shipping costs are a big question, of course, since all our prices are already included in international shipping. We might offer the system bundled with some new software to offset some of the shipping costs. So they're setting the standard up front. Shipping's going to be expensive. They don't offer any type of price yet. There are no pre-orders available for the system, but if you're interested in a unit, please fill out the form below. This will guarantee you first dibs on a unit once a release date and price have been set. So if you guys go to this website, I'll put their PCE Works website in here. If you guys do want to learn more and you are seriously interested, you can check it out here. So I went ahead and I filled out their form on here, and wanted to get more info. They said they're getting a lot of requests. I don't know how often that is true. I actually didn't even hear about this until another larger YouTuber made a video on this, and I was curious. Now, is it something that I would buy? I'll be honest with you. Let me first say this. I actually do want a Sega CD. Sega CDs are very expensive. I was interested in the Poly Mega a little bit, not too much. Also very expensive. I am curious if this thing's like $60, $80. I would almost just be curious to get one, just to check it out. Obviously, yes, it's emulation. Even though you're using a disc, you're playing the game off an emulator. I can take a Sega CD game, a burned Sega CD game, and play it off my PC and my disc drive. So, yes, it's still emulation. Is there a market for it? I would say yes, there is. If the cost is right, yes, there absolutely is a market for it. Now, I did look up the company on Google and a few other places. They don't have the best reputation from what I've found. I don't know if that's just communal hate, because a lot of the OG elitists, some people have a real problem with reproductions. Like I said, I don't. It is strange. Again, like I said, they're using a WordPress website to fulfill orders, and if you want to order something, you have to fill out a form. Again, very strange to me. But I mean, having said that, their products do look good. Quality as far as their reproductions look good. But I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. It's definitely something I'm gonna follow. I would be very surprised if it even came out within the next couple months. Although they did update this a month ago, so let me know what you guys think. Is this something you're interested in? It's definitely something I'm gonna be watching. Have you had any experiences with this company before, bro? Do you even? PCE Works? Let me know, guys. Comment below, like, and subscribe. Until next time, guys. Do you even RetroBro?
Do you even RetroBro? Do you even retro?